Hello and welcome. It's all about Star Wars today. Now we're going to have a look at all of the different sets that are coming for the May the 4th promo. You can see the countdown is on. We've got 3 days, 13 hours and 52 minutes of me trying to get this done. Now I would have done this live with you this evening. However, there is complications within the UK, and I think a lot of the parents are going to be very, very busy with certain strikes and things that are going on. So this is actually going to be one of the first premieres that I've done in ages, if not ever. Now we'll go top to bottom of the website. There's lots to get through. You've got ×2 and timed VIP points, and obviously everybody is talking about this X-Wing currently, and I do like the fact that they do have their own Star Wars celebration page on the LEGO website. So it's its own completely separate tab with all the different bits and pieces that are going on. But this thing here, it's 55 centimeters or 21.5 inches in length, so it has got some good length on it, and you can see, you can tell you how to become a VIP member on the left hand side. And then as we come down, these are all the different promos that you will be getting. So you do get a lot, but I think you might have to spend a bit. But if you just go in there for the X-Wing, I think all of this is yours. So you can't go wrong with that. So you can get the Death Star 2 with purchases of £130 or more. They're saying that this is worth $21.99. That is obviously going to be more than that on the LEGO website. Sorry, it's going to be worth more than that on the secondary market alone. But I think it does look pretty cool. So let's go through all of these. This is the first proper time I've had a look at the pictures of all of these. So like I said, we'll go through all the gifts in the chat, in the side or in the comments if you're watching this back. Then obviously let us know what you're thinking of getting. Will you get anything on day one? Did you know this promo is even running for the Lego side of things? I would imagine a lot of people would do. They are really, really pushing this. I would actually really like this. I know it sounds stupid, on a bigger scale, either like the globe that they've done or slightly bigger, just because they had this exact one in the Legoland Windsor walkthrough with the huge green bit that you push the button and it all lit up, and that's some massive memories for me. But I think that would just be a little bit too small. But I know everybody likes their own versions. I don't own anything like that yet. But again, comes with a really nice box artwork. So it's set 40591 if you are going to type it in on the second-hand market as such, and it's 289 pieces. So there's a lot of bits and pieces going on with this. And again, you can see it's got the really nice artwork on the back. Be interesting to see how many people keep this mint in box, or how many people will end up getting this and just ripping it open. If I had it, if I wanted the X-Wing and I got this for free, I would have opened this straight away and just shown you guys and girls what it was like as a giveaway. But I think it looks nice and effective with regards to it just being placed on the table. So there's lots going on with that one. I think it's a nice looking thing. Right, we'll carry on and move on to the next one. I have got a stopwatch going, so I don't make this too long, because I know I have got the habit of doing it, but I do want to try and get this video in my normal live slot this evening. So it is a little bit of a toss-up if I'm going to be able to do it. So this apparently is worth, if you were to buy it, this is what they value it at, mine, don't forget, £12.63. So bear that in mind when you see this on the second-hand market for 30, 40, 50 quid, if that is your sort of thing. Though I'm not even 100% sure what it's supposed to be. I'm guessing it's just a big coin that comes in the box. I just find it quite interesting that both of the giveaways are the Death Star, when they're not releasing a Death Star this year. So is this a little bit of an Easter egg with regards to a UCS Death Star coming again next year? Because after that got discontinued last year or the year before last, didn't it? And I just wonder if they're thinking of what people like of the Death Star 2 shape, and if they're going to go from there. So this does say double VIP points on the 1st to the 5th. No, don't need to do that. I'm just not logged into my thing, which just makes it easier. So VIP double points 1st to the 5th to the 1st of the 5th to the 7th of the 5th. Earn double VIP points in all LEGO Star Wars purchases. So that means you can get the new X-Wing with double VIP points from the get-go. So that's always a nice thing. But because, again, with the prices, it's 130 quid. To spend £130, you will get this, you'll get the coins, which is 80, and then you get this as well. If you just went in there for some other little bits and pieces and you're only going to spend, say, 40, 50 quid, you would get this for the £35 price mark, which is obviously the polybag version of the X-Wing. And to be honest, they're not lying with that, because that does say that they value that at £3.49, and that is the X-Wing, that minus this thing on the side where it's got the Return of the Jedi bit on the side. This X-Wing was actually part of the Star Wars magazine a couple of weeks back, so it's exactly the same thing, and the magazines are either £3.50 or £4.50. So don't go overpaying for this massively. I know everybody's going to go absolutely mental for this thing just down there because everybody will want this, possibly keep it mint for whatever reason. It's not my kind of thing because I don't have the space on the wall, even though they might look nice on the brick sick wall. But you can see that's what everyone will be after. That's probably where the money is going to be for the secondary market. But it's just a little teeny tiny version of what you can buy as a bigger version. But you do have a week to make your mind up of what you're going to get. And obviously it does depend on what stock the stores have. But you would imagine for May, they would have quite a lot of stock, I would think. I would imagine a lot of people will be queuing it up on this on day one. But again, let us know as we're going through on the sides. And see how this works with regards to actually being Premiere as long as it goes live in time. Right, so we're coming down. So you can have a discounted sets online only. So this is, they do a lot for certain events like this. They do make it a little bit confusing, a little bit tricky. So that's why I've got my phone beside me as well, because I might be able to log on to my actual VIP account and see what there is. But it does say offers valid between the 1st and the 7th for online only. So sometimes what you are be able to do is when you go into your VIP account, you will be able to purchase, for example, where you have your points, they will be less money. So if you needed, say, for example, 10,000 points and you got 20 quid off, we know it's £800 per 5 points, so we just stick it out. So you've got 800 points on there, you're going to get £5 off. For whatever reason, you actually get double points for 5 quid. You know, just stupid, weird and wonderful things that only pop up for the day. So keep logging into your VIP account because you do get some good looking stuff. Now, this is the X-Wing in question. We'll go over this very, very quickly because I'm sure everybody's seen this. Now, this is saying it's coming soon for the 4th of May, but you will get early access if you're a VIP member. So it says there, look, not a VIP. So 1st of the 5th, you get early access to this thing. Now, I made a bit of a schoolboy error before because I said it only comes with one minifigure. It clearly looks like it only comes with one minifigure, but it does have an S on the end, and there is quite obviously a 2 there, so I did look very, very stupid last time I said it. But from there, you cannot see the other minifigure. So in my defense, I am sticking by it, but it's up there. There's his head. So he is in there. So you do get a R2-D2 with that one as well, and that is just hidden. I would have probably put the R2-D2. It's a shame you can't have the R2-D2 on the stand as well, because all they needed to do was just create that part of the stand over that side. You could have them both stood side by side, because that is a throwback to one of the original Lukes, isn't it? So I think that's what they've done a little bit differently. And this bit here now is a print, not a sticker, I do believe. But I like the look of this. I think it looks quite nice. My favourite version of this, as stupid as it sounds, is the staff version for the Christmas, where these are actually candy canes and you get all of these dressed up in Christmas attire. I would love that one to have with my Winter Village display, but we'll save that for a Winter Village thing. I just I can't think of what I could do with this, because all of my sets, they need a purpose with regards to fitting in my theme park. And I just don't know how big this is going to scale with all of the other bits and pieces, because the other X-Wing was quite big. So I think this will just be huge and oversized. And then if it went with, obviously, some of the Razor Quest, for example, it would all be completely off, because this is obviously supposed to be a display piece for a UCS. But I would use this for a ride, like a theme park ride, but I just don't know what I would use it for. Which is a little bit of a shame, because obviously it reminds me of some of the rides at Legoland when you sit on these kind of things and it flies about. But that's what that looks like, and then we will carry on. But again, if there's anything that you can think of I need for my own display, then do let me know. Right, moving on. Let's keep the pace. That's $209.99. Might be a good idea if I shouted that out. This is one of the only things that I was tempted of getting. Again, 1st of May, $59.99. I do like the look of it. It's obviously the super cheese with the smaller cheeses as well. This was going to be my Cheesecake Factory. So it just looks like a block of cheese to me. That's the first thing I said. I did actually have these little baby ones here in the massive UCS one. So the actual Star Destroyer, not the Executor, Superstar, Destroyer. The other one had the big blue engines on the back. Both in the same film, but this has got the orange engines. This has the blue. These ones down at the bottom. I had that in the big UCS set, and I ended up getting rid of it just because it was about 1 meter long. It was absolutely massive. Do I regret it right now? Yes, because I could actually use it now as a massive, well, Cheesecake Factory. And then all of these things I would use as little tables and just see if I could build some more of these and get some more sticks off the side. I would actually use this as all tables around the outside, and that would be the actual restaurant. But fingers crossed, they might do a Mandalorian version of this, so I might hold fire. But let me know. That's the only thing I can think of. Could I get this working and use it for what I want to use it for? I think it looks very, very smart, but that's probably the only one that would be worth, for me personally, worth the money getting not in a sale. Obviously, it'd be nice to get the VIP points. Now, that's one thing I just skipped over. I said to you I was going to do that. So 480 VIP points. It's 800 per 5. So double. I need to go to the other one. I am not on my calculator. There it is. So I need to go back to the other one and just work out actually how much money you get back in points. I know a lot of people are interested in that. So it's 1,680 times 2 is 3,360. So we did 3,360. So 3,360, and you get 800 per £5. So it's a good amount of money if you wanted it to be. So yeah, it's 20. I think if I've worked it out right, it's 20 pounds and 20 pence. I think. So could be miles off on that. My maths aren't exactly brilliant, but at least you know how many points you're getting, so you can start working it out yourself. And you can add that to your own tally as well, can't you? What the points you've got, because if you don't know the VIP points, you hit different tiers, but you can just redeem the few points that you've got as well. So there's that option. Now there is a few Mandalorian sets that I'm not going to just skip to because I want to. But there is this here. This is the new one that I've yet to click on. So that is going to be clicked on very, very shortly. But we will have a quick look at the throne room just for points. And then you guys and girls can start. I'll double them up for you. Oh, well, there you go. So it's a tenner. That's easy enough. We like that one. So you get £10 knocked off that because you get 2 lots of VIP points. So if you think that you could get that technically for £79.99. But it's not how that works. It's not how the VIP points work. So if you think when it's in a big sale, you're only going to get a maximum of 15, maybe 20 quid off anyway. But that won't go into a sale for months and months and months and months. So that's why in the last video that we did, it was just with certain sets, they didn't work out to be decent value when it went into the points because you can get them in a bigger sale. But things like this, when they come out at double points, that's a completely different spanner in the works, because you either get it from Lego with double VIP and sit on your points, or you wait until it goes into a sale a few months later and it's almost there or thereabouts the same. So if they start doing this more and more, it would make things a little bit more fruity with regards to actually having the incentive to go to the Lego store earlier and getting bits and pieces, because over a longer period of time, obviously you can then get points quicker, and then you can use the points back in store to redeem them for bricks and just larger sets and things like that. So yeah, it's clever that they are doing all across the board for brand new sets as well for the double VIP, because it does mean you do want to get your calculator out and check. And I've just been thick because that was actually 807 pieces. It's 720 VIP points, which is brilliant. I've got a very bad feeling. I was looking at the brick count on the other one as well. So what happens when you rush? I try and be nice and make this video super short, and I've got a bad feeling. Oh no, it's not. That's all right. It's just because it's moved over one. So yeah, so 1,680 VIP points. Obviously double that, and that's what you've got. So I got that one. At least I got that one right. So 700 for that one. This one is 69.99, and that's 560 points. Again, brick count to point ratio. If you want to be really spotting that with your eyeballs, it'd be interesting to see how they work it out. Just make it up, I think. I don't think it makes a difference with what brick count they've got. They just go, we're going to give you that amount of points. But it's 1,120 points with that one. So that's just add that onto your tally if you get it within this week window. but it's $69.99 to start with. And again, we'll have a quick look at some of the photos. We'll just torpedo through this and just see what we can do. I like the box artwork. I still need to keep my eye on the timer. But that is 20, or it's 8 inches tall, 11 inches long, or 28 by 20, depending on which way you want to mathematically work it out. Just broken by my stopwatch the 15-minute window. So I would imagine, well, I'm not even going to jinx it. I will, we'll just keep going. We'll keep going at this pace and we'll just see what we can do. But yeah, just keep writing it down if you'd like those sets, and obviously have a good chit chat in the comments below, or if you are in the live chat, have a look at the live chat as well. But that is set 75353. There are more detailed videos for all of the Star Wars stuff, but this was just looking at all the bits and pieces for the Star Wars day, and it's taken a while for this next one to come up. But this is where now, if we click on this, is it available from the 1st, or is it going to be a completely different month? No, May the 1st. That's all right then. So, because there's some sets that are coming soon, but they're not available till August, which is really, really weird. So you get, I do believe, the minifigures that I need to get. I've not yet seen all of the episodes. I've seen about 5 minutes of one, and then got sidetracked. But box artwork looks very, very nice. The minifigures it comes with, you've got the Fleet Commander, you've got the Mando with the correct Who'd you fly? What's it? You've got the pilot, then you've got an R2E6, which is obviously a cool looking thing. From what I can gather, these are an army builder, and I've been told that it might be worth looking for a block of cheese. And if they do a Mandalorian block of cheese, I would, if they did a really nice one, buy a Mandalorian UCS thing from the last episode. I've not seen it, but I've been told that I think it'd be my cup of tea, and it will go over in my Star Wars display, then everything else will just go underneath it, just because I want the height, because I've been saying it's just too flat. And now we've done what we've done in the Marvel display with the ships on top of the buildings, it looks so much better. So yes, it's either getting one UCS set again, which will be extremely painful, or waiting for one to come out that's just in scale with the Razor Quest and things like that. But are you going to get this day one? Because from what I can gather, this is like the first time the Interceptor's come out in like 10 years. I could be massively off, but I think the only review that I've seen on this, because somebody got it ridiculously early somehow, they said that this specific ship hasn't been made in ages, and I have absolutely no idea what the Fang is. So I don't know how important that is, but it does look smart. It does look pretty cool. But I've been told that I would need it. But at the same time, if it's an army builder, I would have rather have got it not as a 2-pack, because I don't know if that is an army builder as well. If that is an army builder, if they both are, it might be one of the first sets I get where I get more than one of them in anticipation for a full-blown battle. And just do a modern version of the X-Wing versus TIE Fighters, and just do something different to that, because I do like the Mandalorian. Obviously, as a theme park thing, I think it would look quite nice having an aerial display just as a show, and then we can just add some random minifigures in on that one. But that is that. So I think that looks very, very smart. Set number and points. So this is $89.99, 957 pieces, 720 points, and it's 75348. So obviously double your points is what you're going to be getting on that one. Again, with the double points, it's there or thereabouts with the double points what it will go into a sale. So if you're comparing this to our Smiths, we get the sets that do go into the big sales, but you would get anywhere between £10 to £20 knocked off only on certain things. So this, for example, would go down to, I would imagine, $79.99 down maybe for a one-off to $72.75 at the cheapest, if you're lucky. So you would get 10 quid knocked off. So your double VIP points are just a little bit shy of the £10 window, but then you've got to wait 3, maybe 4 months, and that is if this is actually coming to the local toy shops, because I don't know if this is exclusive. It just says new, so don't forget there is that option as well. There's that option, that other issue, is if you wait for it to come to the toy shop, and if it's not on the Smith's website from day one, then you've got to wait for a long, long time, or our other local toy shop. I don't know how it works for you guys and girls in the States, but that's how it kind of works for us. Some of these sets go very, very quickly. But I do like the fact that they've thrown this spanner into the works. It would have been nice if they did it with the Jurassic Park sets as well, because I would have tempted to have just driven straight up to the Lego store the following month to maybe do that, but I don't think they will do. Right, again, so you've got the Battle of Endor Heroes. It's the 5-pack, 40 quid, 1st of May, straight down. See, 320 points or 549 pieces. So you're only going to get 5 quid off that, or 5 and a bit. But again, I know it all adds up, but you're going to have to really start doing your maths. I think there's a few Brickhead fans on here. I've said this a lot. I think they look a little bit bizarre when they're by themselves. But when they're in multiple packs, or you have a few of them, I think it's one of those where you can see why all of a sudden people want to collect them massively. But if the box isn't because the boxes aren't that wide, obviously this one is, so you can't really do it. But where the boxes aren't too big, you can almost have the box behind the actual brickhead, and just make a really nice display of it that way. Because that is what they did at the Lego house, and that's why it looks so eye-catching. But let us know. So look out for these exciting Star Wars sets. Now we're coming into the Razor Quest and the big ones. Now the big ones, I am going to click on points. That's all we want to know. So we are getting into the nitty-gritty. I'm sure that's dropped in price. I'm sure that was $5.50. And it's dropped to $5.19. Please, somebody correct me. I don't know if I'm going absolutely mad and mental. But it comes with 5 minifigures. I really like it, but I'm not getting it because I've got the other one that I need to build up. We're going to make a nice display with that one. I would like to get the actual characters it comes with, so I might backtrack them and just have that. But this is where we really do need to work out. So you would get 4160 times 2, so it's 8,320. So you do get a lot of points with that. A lot. So you already get £25, which you get 50 quid in points, basically. So if you just did 800 times 5, that's 4,000, just to keep it simple. So if you missed it, you get 4,000 points. So again, individually, obviously it adds up, but you get that amount, so 25 quid. But with it being double, you do get 50 quid knocked off that. So that's taking it down. So we do what, 519 minus 50. That takes you to £469. Which obviously sounds a lot better, because some of these second hand are selling for more than $460. So again, it's the time to do it, because I think this will be the only time that they do these. They'll probably do it now, and they'll do it again at Christmas. So it's just good to learn. And don't forget, the ones that are going into was going to be discontinued, it'd be an absolute nightmare. Now this thing's just ridiculous. $734.99. Why do I feel like I'm doing the points and pieces mixed up? Am I having an absolute mare today? No, so why are they moving that? So you've got pieces and VIP points. I feel like my eyes haven't woken up yet. Pieces and VIP points. It's because they're not adding everything on that bit. So then this has only got the 4. The other one had the 5. So I'm not going mental. They're just shifting it. They're just shifting it over. So 5880 times by 2. It is 11,760 points is what you would get for that one. So that is a lot of points. So you again work it out. So just basic 800 points per 5 quid. There's your 11,760. I'll let you guys and girls figure that out as I carry on, because I don't want to make this video horrendously long. Right. So that is the little baby Razor Quest. You've got the 8080 as well. So again, we'll have a quick look at this big fruity one. We'll have a look at the Razor Quest for points as well. So that's all moved over. So that is 555. 880. So that was I think that's the same. Again, 11,760 points. Same price, less pieces, same pointage. Well, there we go. So yeah, that's why I said it's worth having a look and just seeing exactly what is what. And then you've got the Razor Quest just down here. So that's 119, 960 VIP points. Obviously, double that one, and that is set number 7529 and 2. Anything else that is new over this way? I don't think so. But they've got the 551 first clones. They've got the tank fighter. They've got the newish TIE bomber, the ATT Walker. And then you've got all of the other bits and pieces. So these are just the ones that they're telling you to look out for. And then that's where it stops. So, again, you got the other Mando ship, 412, 480 points. Give that a double. But there is one of the big one. That's why I've come over. Where are we? Sorry if your eyes are going. That's the one. So R2-D2 is 209. I knew there was one more expensive one. So again, that's 1,680. So 1680 times 2. It's 3,360 for 2,314 pieces, and it's £209. So again, work it out as we go. And if that is on your list, you get you get one figure with it. You get that one just there. And then up to you if you want to add that one to your display or not. But I think that is the sticker. Not that it makes a difference because the first one is the X-Wing without. Now, moving on to the ×5. We will slowly start to wrap it up very, very quickly. As we come down, we've got the other bits and pieces. So you've got all like the bricks and you've got the teddies and all that kind of thing. Now you've got these things as well. So if you want to become a VIP member, you can enter a sweepstakes for an R2-D2, but you can redeem 50 points for each entry. So if you want to try and win something like that, then obviously you can just use your VIP points up for a prize draw. Or for some reason you can get a signed Imperial Star Destroyer. Bear in mind this thing has been discontinued, but you can enter that with no VIP points. So you can just get that basically for free, obviously, if you win it. And then if you wanted a limited edition print, you can spend 3,500 points for the X-Wing print. They do a load of other little bits and pieces where they've got like the blueprints and things as well. You can win a sweepstakes bundle. So that looks like you've got a couple of different bits and pieces within there. And then you can create a comic book, redeem 150 points. You create a Lego Star Wars comic book. X-Wing digital download, 10 points. You get the history of the X-Wing, and that is all of those for that. So again, that's something slightly different. Come back on the 4th to download this free exclusive Star Wars May the 4th poster. So you can get that, by the looks of it, completely for free if you are a VIP member. And now they're saying that these are the best sellers. Now, I don't know. I personally think everything that we're going to be looking at now, there will be things that will be ×5 VIP points. This is what I think personally, not what is actually officially going to happen, because I don't understand why they've got the best sellers down there and they've just got to look out for these exciting Star Wars sets up at the top, because you would have the best sellers buy the new stuff where clearly the stuff up top is not in a sale in the UK. And all of this stuff that we are looking at is. So that drops into a sale all the time. That drops into a sale. That's in a big sale currently. That is in a huge sale at Argos currently. So I would think that you're going to get ×5 VIP points on some of these. Not all of them, but some of them. So you can get up to 5 points on selective Star Wars sets. And again, it runs from the 1st to the 7th, but you can only get these in store at a Lego store. You cannot get the ×5 VIP points online. So that is, again, something different. So it makes you go into the store. I can't remember the last time they did anything like that before, but we have got, if I just go through them to start with, and then I'll click on one or two of them just to work out what the points would be. You got Luke Skywalker's land speeder. You got the training diorama. You got the compact diorama. Then you got the cantina. 8080, and then you've got the other dioramas. So these are the three older dioramas. So all three dioramas are on that list because they're all going to get swapped by the three that have come out. Then you've got this 8080, and you've got some of the helmets. Again, we've seen the newer helmets up at the top. You've got the throne room, which will be on its way out. The child will be on its way out, and the Darth Vader helmet. And then you've got the older X-Wing, you've got the AT-ST, and you've got the Dark Trooper attack. So all of those, or some of these, I do think will be in the ×5 because they are near enough, all of them currently are in a sale within the UK. But you guys and girls are going to have to let me know. So if I just click on some randomly, so if we just go for this one. So this is 640 points ×5. It's 3,200 points for $79.99. $79.99. So that is 20. Take 20 quid knocked off. That is basically the price of what it is in a sale currently in the UK. I think it's either £69 or £59 currently. So it's always, like I said, it's always in that window of either being £20 or £10 knocked off. And when it comes to the double VIP points, it sometimes isn't strong enough. But for you to get ×5, oh no, that's only ×4. So yeah, you would make money on that because 800 ×5. Yeah. So yeah, it's there or thereabouts, isn't it? So 640 ×5 is 3,200. 800 ×4 is 3,200. So yeah, you get 20 quid exactly knocked off that. But that is item number 75330. Hopefully the points relate to what you guys and girls have them as well. I don't know if that is the case over with you, but yeah, just have to let us know in the comments below. Right, I'll click on two more and then we'll wrap it up and we'll be done. We'll just stick to what is on this page because I could get massively carried away and make this really long. But we've just broken the half hour, so I think we've done more than what we need to do. This, I think, would imagine have quite a few points. So you get 21 minifigures with it, and you get it's 2,760 points. Times that by 5, so you get 13,800 points if this went into a sale. So you would get more points from getting this than what you would do if you got the AT-AT, the Razor Quest, or the Big Falcon, and you save for like 300 quid less. So you do get a good chunk. So let's have a look. So it's going to be nearly 100 quid. Well, it says nearly 100 quid. Hang on. 800 times 15 is 12. So you do get some good money knocked off that. Well over 50 quid. So with the ×5, so you would get this in what, like the 280 mark? But I know you can't redeem the points as you do it, but that's kind of how you've got to think of it. Because you can obviously put your current points that you've got towards this, and then you get given the rest of the points back. But it's one of those that you are going to have to sit down and work out with. Because obviously, if you got this, for example, for 344 and got given a huge amount of points, you've just got to think of that's what is off that price, and then you can just spend your points at a much later date because there's no sell-by date on the points. So, but 21 very nice minifigures. This was the first big Star Wars set that I got and kept. It's all on my display in there. So I'll let you guys and girls work it out. But I think, guys, what we'll do is we will start to wrap it up there. So thank you very much for joining me. If this went live correctly, hopefully it all did. Get yourself over to the Lego website before everything else runs out, because like I said, this is being filmed on the 27th, so I've just done this as a quick thing because like I said, I wanted to do this live, and with strikes and stuff that are going on in the UK, I didn't think anybody would be about, so I thought, well, I can just do this and you can watch it in your own time. But guys, you can like and subscribe and all that good stuff. That'd be absolutely fantastic. Let me know your comments and thoughts in the chat on the side before we run out, or obviously just write it in the comments below what it is you're thinking of buying, what you're thinking of doing, and everything like that. But as always, thank you very much for watching. You guys take care, and I'll catch you in the next one. Ta-da.